We're going to jump on with one of my favorite guys, the best story on this football team, Corey Platt. Corey, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm glad to be here. Appreciate y'all for having me on, man.
It's great
Yeah.
to see you, man.
So I want to just jump right into your story. Take me back to Ullman Stadium uh, last 2 years ago against South Alabama, and kind of walk us through the journey you've been on.
Yeah, it was my first year starting. So it was in 2023. Tulane, we were playing South Alabama. Like I said, it was a big game for me. And I was getting off to a hot start. I had
Hmm.
15 tackles in 3 quarters, and when the injury first happened, I just got a sack, and then that's when everything just really just like the whole world just flipped upside down type. I was on top of the mountain, and then everything just kind of changed right then and there. And then uh, Coach Fritz had came over to Houston, and I seen an opportunity, a team that needed some help, and definitely wanted to stay with Coach Fritz, and I knew what he can do. And the portal was new, so I didn't really know like how it would be being injured. So I was pretty much just focused on staying with Coach Fritz and earning his loyalty in ways like that. So I was just rehabbing, and I was feeling good once I got over here, and I was feeling great. And then the other one tour when we was doing a summer workout, and once again my world was just spinning. I didn't really know what to do, but luckily, I had some great people on the team just keeping me involved with the team because it was hard watching, something you love and you can't do it. So just having great teammates and things like that, and just hard work and in that rehab just every day, just trying to get back to where I was and being better. So and then I was finally able to get back to the point where, I think 3 days ago made exactly 2 years, and so the timing was perfect. Came back and was able to make a play, and it just felt great.
So these were Achilles tears, correct?
Yes, sir. Both feet.
Yeah. I've never heard of that, and it just sounds like the hardest thing to come back from. What was it like that first time it happened, and then that second time? How are you getting through that?
I would say the first time really hit the hardest for me. Like I said, it was my first time. I feel like it was really my moment. Like I got my first start. I got to show everybody what I was able to do. So I mean that one really hurt, and just mentally I was hurting. So that one gave me a problem, but I was able to get over that hump once I was seeing progress. That's really what keeps me going, just seeing progress and know that like the things I'm doing, like it might not be a big jump, but I know it's working. So, and then the second one, it hurt as well, but going through the first one, like knowing that I could do it, like it's the second time. It's definitely another obstacle to get over, but I've done it before. So if you can do it again, if you do it once, you definitely can do it again. So that just was my mindset, attacking rehab every day, day in and day out.
What was it about Willie that you wanted to go with him when he came to Houston? Why were you so uh, tied to him?
Just his philosophy of recruit, retain, develop. You can see throughout like different players he's had that with Tajay Spears, Dorian Williams, just some names. Jaquan Jackson, people that came in. They were good football players, but he was able to make them great football players and send them to the next level. So, and I was able to visually see that and see his work be done. So, I mean, that's all the proof I really need, and yeah, it made the decision really easy for me.
Uh, how did your teammates react last night to you getting back in the game?
It just there was nothing but they were proud for me, nothing but smiles, and just they seen the work. Not everybody has seen the troubles, the grind, everything that I went through. Not everybody knows the story. They just they see the plays that are made out on that field. So they was just really proud of me, and they knew this time was coming, and they're expecting a lot more.
All right, so take me through that play where you get the sack in the fourth quarter. Set the play up and then tell me what happened.
So it's fourth down. I believe Latrell, the play before, had a big hit to back up to set the play up. They had to pass the ball, and coach called up a play where I got a blitz and helped the tackle. Uh, Basically a pick on the guard, and
Mhm.
they ran rollout, and I just read out, and I used my speed to go make a play, and just playmaking instincts kicked in at that point. See ball, go get ball, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So here's our photographer Mario Puente's photo of you getting that sack,
That's tough.
and then there's your celebration afterwards.
Yeah,
How
I
great
need
is
that.
that?
I need that pick.
You want that pic?
Yes, sir. I need that one.
So here's what we did for you. Uh, we had it blown up for you
Ooh,
on
that's
canvas.
hard. Oh yeah, that's
So we're
tough.
gonna get that. That'll get that to you at practice tomorrow. But I
Appreciate
just
that.
thought that that was such a great photo and just such a great moment for you
Yes, sir.
that we wanted to celebrate it. Uh,
Appreciate you.
you've been part of the program for like 17 months or so, but did you feel like you were part of the team after what get back on the field last night?
Yeah, like I said, like earlier, it's hard just watching the game and not being able to participate in it. So like being after 2 years, just being back out there and then to go make a play as well is just, I mean, words can't really even describe. The moment was just surreal, and man, all glory to God, honestly.
Brad?
I know the rehab, physical rehab, is always difficult, especially with going through Achilles rehab. But through injuries in my life, the hardest rehab for me is to do it mentally and being mentally to get through the whole mental process, but not just the mental process of having to deal with the disappointment, but being ready to let it loose on the field and knowing that you're able to not play tentative. How was that process for you?
Uh,
Twice.
I just looked at it like, God was testing to see how bad I really wanted, to make this happen. So I didn't really look at it as like, why is this happening to me? I looked at it as like, it's an obstacle that, that's doable. So, I mean, and then just going out there, like all the pain and just the grind, like I was saying, just it makes all the timidness and the slow reads and all that go out the window. It's just running hit at that point. So emotions and adrenaline definitely was flowing, and is able to make me not even think about getting hurt again or anything like that. And I got all my trust in God, so I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and all the work I put in rehab, I trust my body and I trust my trainers, and that was a big thing too. The team was able to help me keep my mind straight, because a lot of people, especially back to back, it could be hard. You don't know if you're still as good as you once were, or whatever the doubts you can have. So just having great teammates and great coaches work me back in, and just to have them still believe in me after everything I went through, it just means a lot.
Um,
What are your thoughts about Austin Armstrong? What is his defense? What's it like playing for him? What kind of man is he?
He's a great guy. Like I say, like when your DC shows a lot of energy, it definitely translates to the team. So, he's a real energetic guy, and he likes to pump us up, and he challenges us a lot. He challenges us at practice, during the heat when we're running. So that's what we need. And his scheme, I love his scheme. It's just, especially for the linebackers, I feel like we're in coverage a lot more. So, his picks should be coming, especially this week with them throwing the ball, and we got guys up there that the scheme is allowing to let them rush and run games and do their thing. So we enjoy him and we enjoy his scheme, and he's brought a lot of energy to this team.
Okay, Brad.
One thing that has stood out to me the first couple of games this year, and it really highlighted on your sack, is how well each one of the players are doing their job without, they're taking care of their job first, and they're not trying to fill in for anybody else. And was that sack was perfect to show that, because Brandon Mack could have easily tried to collapse on the quarterback, but he turned his guy. He turned and made sure that guy came in, and you were there. Is that just a natural process that y'all go through? I mean, how does that happen as far as being able to develop that trust that quick?
We just had to, since day one, since Coach Armstrong got here, we had to emphasize everybody doing their 111. we had a lot of people trying to just, make plays and get out of their body and get out of their job last year. So just a big emphasis of, when you do your job and everybody does their 111, we all succeed. And once everybody succeeds, we all can do what we want, as in, going to the league or all American, all conference, whatever that is. So just doing your 111s once again is going to generate team success.
What does 111 stand for?
It's 11 guys on the field. So,
There we go.
being your one job when you're on the field, you do your job. That's the 111. Everybody does their job. We got 11 out of 11.
Nice.
Tell me about Kurt Hester. What has he meant to you personally, and what has he meant to this program right now?
I mean, he's just, words can't even really describe just the fight and the grind. Like, we can't even be selfish in our thoughts anymore when it comes to practice or just being tired, because when you get tired of stuff like that, you got to think like coach is going through cancer, and he's still here every day, every day that he can be helping us, helping the guys, still, what I'm saying, doing what he can. So he's just, in that way, he's just a motivation, a big motivation to the team. Like, we're not even doing this for us, this is for him, just because he's giving it all, to us. And I know him for a long time from Tulane. I mean, I first met him when he was at Louisiana Tech, so I know him for a long time. And he just means a lot to me, means a lot to this team. Like I said, just a big motivation and drive, especially for this season.
You've really only known success in your playing career in college. Your years at Tulane, and then this year you're 2-0. I know you didn't play in the SFA game. How do you, as a leader, maybe in your room, express to guys that this can happen, that you can start winning games? It doesn't have to be like last year.
I just try to, let the guys know about, work ethic and discipline. That's really what was instilled in me when I first got to college. Just seeing Nick Anderson and Dorian Williams, those guys like come in every day and work, no matter what the task was in front of them. And then I seen it generate to great team success, and everybody just fell in line and followed. So that's what I really try to come in and do every day, is just, be the same guy, be consistent, and no matter what the task is, the day, if it's a hard, easy day, just attack it with the same mindset, get the job done.
Okay. Tim says, Corey, all of Cougar Nation is pulling for you. I think that's correct. I think people are very excited to hear your story and to see what you've gone through, and that you come back and have some success. Was it weird for you that it kind of ended on a sack against South Alabama, and then last night you kind of made it back with a sack?
I was just thinking that not too long ago, like you said, went out with the sack and came back with the sack. That's nothing but God, a full circle moment. Like I said, words really can't, just surreal. A lot of emotions, but we're ready for next week for sure.
All right. Corey Platt, we appreciate you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Have a photo with you, and good luck.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. That's Corey Platt. Good guy. Love his story. Love what that guy is about.